Welcome back to the Sacramento State Hornets Dynasty on YouTube. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We are in game number 12. That is the regular season finale for season number 1 of the Sacramento State Hornets. But at 8-3, they are assured a bowl game. A win will guarantee themselves a chance to play for double-figure wins, a 10-win season, and maybe they could play for even more than that if they are able to get into the MAC championship game. We'll find out at the end, before the end of this episode, whether they are in the MAC championship game or not, but that is out of their hands now as they completed their MAC slate of games at 6-2 with the regular season 6-2 conference record. The Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors, though bowl eligible, they're looking to try to fight for a chance to guarantee themselves a winning season. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy this dynasty, and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And also don't forget, in the coming weeks we'll have a Madden series as well. And with that, it's time to head to Honolulu. And we start off with Hawaii having the ball first here. It is fast forward to 2nd and 11 now on their own 14-yard line. You see Micah Alejandro taking the snap. He'll get the pass. That's going to be completed over to Pofele Ashlock for 11 yards. And that's a first down there. 2 plays later, 2nd and 10. They're going to hand it off over to Cam Barfield. And Barfield's going to find a little hole there. And he's going to get through for 13 yards. The next play now, 1st and 8 on their own 38-yard line. Here's the Alejandro. He'll take the snap. That's going to be a pass. That's going to be complete over to Tama Oliada for 6 yards. Very next play on 2nd and 4 for the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors here. See a snap taken, and they're going to hand it off over to Barfield again. And Barfield's going to go 12 yards into Hornets territory. Next play, 1st and 6 on the Hornets 45-yard line. Alejandro's pass is going to be complete over to Carson Brown for 6 yards. 2nd and 4 now inside the 38-yard line here. Alejandro taking a snap. Alejandro is going to eat the turf there. I believe that is Miles Bailey with the sack. And that sets up 3rd and 10 now. Can the Hornets defense get off the field as Alejandro will get the snap off? He'll get the pass off, and that pass is going to be complete over to Koa Eldridge for 17 yards. Fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10 now. And they're going to hand it off over to Barfield. Barfield is going to get through for 10 yards. And that's going to be a first down situation here. As well as an offsides against Xavier Williams. The penalty is going to be declined, so that's going to be first down there. 2 plays later, 2nd and 5. Alejandro taking a snap. He'll get the pass off, and that's going to be complete over to Oki Salvea for 9 yards. 3 plays later on 3rd and goal now. In the Sacramento State 5-yard line, you see Alejandro snap taken. Alejandro under pressure. Alejandro's going to eat the turf. And that's Will Weber with a sack. So now they're going to have to settle for a Panay Leota 28-yard field goal. And that kick is up, and that is good. And Hawaii will strike first. It's 3-0. As we have 2nd and 9 now, we fast forward here on the 26-yard line of Sacramento State here. Shotgun formation, Carson Conklin will take the snap. He'll get the pass up. That's going to be complete over to Landry Burrell, and Burrell is going to get tackled after 25-yard catch and run. Next play, 1st and 10 now on the Hawaii 49-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Jamar Curtis, and Curtis is going to find a hole, and Curtis is going to go for 17 yards. 2 plays later on 2nd and 6 in the Hawaii 26-yard line here. Conklin will take the snap. Conklin will get the pass off, and that's going to be complete over to Jordan Williams. And Williams will get 10 yards. That's a fresh set of downs. 3 plays later, though, 3rd and 12 now on the Hawaii 18-yard line. It's going to be a screen pass to Jamar Curtis. Curtis will have it, but he's going to fall short of the first down, and they'll have to settle for a Josiah Stovall 27-yard field goal here. See, the snap is up, kick is off, and it is good, and we are tied at 3. First play of the next drive, 1st and 10 here, as we see Alejandro in shotgun formation. He'll take the snap. He's going to get the pass off, and that's going to be intercepted by Dante Antonini. And Antonini with the interception, and that keeps the streak alive. So far, every game this season, the Hornets defense has forced at least one turnover, and it took them until the late part of the third quarter, or first quarter, I should say, but the streak is still alive here. As I said, the defensive coordinator has done a hell of a job this year with this defense, getting the pass rush and forcing turnovers here. We fast forward to 2nd and 10 now. They see Conklin taking a snap. He'll get the pass over to Landry Burrell. That's complete. Very next play here. First and goal. They're going to hand it off over to Sincere Ronnie. And Ronnie is in the end zone for a touchdown. And Sacramento State with the lead. As we see the second string running back, Sincere Ronnie, spelling in for Jamar Curtis. Easy touchdown there. 10-3 now. Fast forward 2nd and 10 on the Hawaii 17-yard line here on their next drive. As you see, Alejandro, his pass over to Ashlock is complete for 13 yards. Very next play, 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line. We see the snap taken. Alejandro throwing it deep, and that's going to be complete over to Koa Eldridge. That will be a first down, but that will end the first quarter here. It is 10-3 Sacramento State on top. As we see the stats here, 137 to 82. Hawaii is outgaining Sacramento State right now. If you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe button as we're getting ready to start the second quarter after this. We are going to fast forward now to 3rd and 4 on the 13-yard line. You see Alejandro, he's taking a snap, and he's going to be sacked once again. I believe that's Miles Bailey on the sack once again here. Now they're going to have to settle for a field goal here. The kick is up, and it's going to be blocked. And it's going to be picked up by, I believe that's Ryan Carthion. He's crossing midfield to the 40 to the 30. A Stoner Gamer would say, good night, Vienna. A touchdown for Sacramento State. A 77-yard punt, or 77-yard field goal block return by Ryan Carthion, the freshman. I'm hoping that somehow he'll end up staying with his deal breaker. He'll somehow stay with the Hornets, as it is now 17-3 now. First play on the next drive here on the Hawaii 19-yard line. See Micah Alejandro taking a snap. He's under pressure, and he's going to eat the turf once again. I believe that's Xavier Williams here. 2 plays later on 3rd and 22 here, as you see a little bit of motion. That pass snap taken by Alejandro. Alejandro is going to be able to get the pass off, and that's going to be thrown away here. And now the Hornets will take over on the 45-yard line, Hawaii. As you see Conklin, he'll throw it deep, and that's going to be complete over to Landry Burrell, and Burrell is tackled at the 1. Very next play, 1st and goal. Conklin in shotgun formation. Looks like it might be a passing play here. It will be a passing play as he takes a snap. He'll get the throw off, and that's going to be a pass complete over to Kyle Kuntz for a 1-yard touchdown strike. And that's 23 unanswered points for the Hornets here, pending the extra point, and Sacramento State looking really good right now. It's been all Hornets since that opening drive by Hawaii here. As we now have a first play of the game, first play of the next drive, and it looks like that's another offsides call against Xavier Williams. So you're going to fast forward that 5 yards here, but we're going to go 2 plays later after an incomplete pass, 2nd and 5. And we're going to see a handoff to Cam Barfield. Barfield's going to go, and he'll get the first down. I believe that's 7 yards for him. 2 plays later, 2nd and 10. Snap taken by Alejandro. Alejandro will get the pass off over to Cam Barfield for 9 yards. 3rd and inches for the Hornets here, or for the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors. You see Alejandro's pass is going to be complete over to Koa Eldridge. 2 plays later, 2nd and 7. And that pass is going to be complete to Koa Eldridge for an 11-yard touchdown strike. And Hawaii is back in this game. They're not going to go away that easy. As we see here, first play of the next drive for Sacramento State. You see that's going to be a handoff over to Jamar Curtis. And Curtis is going to get a big first down run there for 14 yards. 2 plays later, 2nd and 9 here. Snap taken. Conklin He's under a little bit under pressure. He'll get the pass up. That's going to be completed over to Jason Moses. And Moses is going to be tackled inside Hawaii territory. 27-yard strike here. 3 plays later, 3rd and 8 now. Carson Conklin in shotgun formation, looking to try to extend this drive for the Hornets here. He'll take the snap. He'll get the pass. That's going to be complete to Landry Burrell. However, they're just going to be short, and they're going to punt it here. And we don't usually show punts here unless something happens here. And that's going to go out of bounds right at the 1. First play of the drive right at the run. They're going to hand it off over to Cam Barfield, and Barfield is going to get a 9-yard run there. Very next play, 2nd and 1 now. And they're going to hand it off once again to Barfield, and Barfield's going to get 3 yards for a first down. 3 plays later, 3rd and 11 here. This is Alejandro getting the snap. He'll get the pass off, and that pass is off, and that's going to be completed over to Carson Brown for 28 yards. 3 plays later, 2nd and 3, or 2 plays later, 2nd and 3. That pass is going to be complete to Tama Oliata for 5 yards. Very next play, though, 1st and 10. You see Alejandro taking the snap, and that looks like that's an incomplete pass, but there's a flag on the play. And that holding call is going to back Hawaii up 10 yards here. 3 plays later, though, 3rd and 17. That's going to be a handoff over to Cam Barfield, and that's going to happen there as we reach halftime here. It is 24-10 Sacramento State, but we look at games around the country here. We have number 17 Boise State over number 3 Utah State 10-3. Maddox Madsen with 152 yards passing. Still a chance for Boise State to get in as a group of 6 representative here, depending on how things go here. Auburn upsets Alabama 48-29. That should eliminate them. And then other scores we see number 1 OU dousing Mizzou 54-21, and then number 4 edges number 8 USC, number 4 UCLA edges number 8 UCLA 20-19 here. As we look at the stats here, or the highlights here, as you see once again that kick return that ended up going 77 yards the other way for a touchdown. That kick block, field goal block, that went 77 yards for the other touchdown here. We'll be back to start the second half after this. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Starting the second half here now. We fast forward to 2nd and 7 here. You see Carson Conklin. He's going to get the pass off. That's going to be thrown complete to Landry Burrell for 14 yards. 2 plays later on 2nd and 13 on the 33-yard line for the Hornets. Here you see a little bit of shift here as Conklin will take the snap, and that pass is going to be completed over to Jordan Williams for 16 yards. Still inside their own territory, 1st and 10 now on the Hornets' 48-yard line. They're going to hand it off over to Bryant Collins, and Collins is going to get some yardage there, some carries there. 2 plays later, 3rd and 4 on the Hawaii 45-yard line. We see Conklin. The pass is going to be complete to Jason Moses for 14 yards. 3 plays later on 3rd and 7 now. Conklin, he's going to get the pass off, and that's going to be complete over to Moses once again. As we have 3 plays later, 3rd and 11 now on the Hawaii 15-yard line. Conklin taking the snap. Conklin under pressure. Conklin is going to eat the turf. And they're going to have to settle for a Josiah Stovall field goal from 37 yards out. That's good, and it is 27-10. Sacramento State on top here. They've been looking good all game. We fast forward to another Hornets drive after a 3-and-out by Hawaii here. Conklin handing it off over to Bryant, and Bryant, he's going to fumble the ball, and it looks like that's going to be recovered by Elijah Palmer for Hawaii here, and there's a reason why Bryant Collins has not been getting any carries lately. That's the 2nd straight game he has lost the fumble. He lost one in Central Michigan, as we see Ben Coleman going to be credited with a forced fumble there. Hawaii will now take over here as we fast forward to 2nd and 10 on the 37-yard line. The Hornets here as Alejandro will get the pass. That's going to be completed over to Carson Brown for 6 yards, just short of the first down here. 3rd and inches now for the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors. They're going to hand it off over to Cam Barfield. Barfield's going to find a little hole there. He's going to be tackled after 9 yards. 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line now. Here's the Alejandro taking the snap. Alejandro is going to get the pass off. That's going to be complete to Carson Brown for 4 yards. 2 plays later on 3rd and 6 here. Alejandro will take the snap. Alejandro's going to get the pass over to Ashlock, and Ashlock's going to get 4 yards, but it's going to set up 4th down here. 4th and 3. They're going to go for it here. As we see snap taken, the pass is going to be thrown. That's going to be complete over to Devin Elves for a 15-yard touchdown pass. Micah Alejandro to Devin Elves, in Hawaii strikes back there within 27-16 here, pending the extra point here. They will get the extra point. After a 3-and-out by Sacramento State here, now Hawaii with the ball again. As you see, Cam Barfield's going to get a 4-yard rush there. Next play, 2nd and 6 on the Hawaii 32-yard line here. Snap taken by Alejandro. Alejandro under pressure. Alejandro is going to eat the turf once again. I believe that is Alex Rocha there with the sack. 3rd and 11 now. Alejandro taking the pass. A snap. He'll get the pass. That's going to be complete over to Cam Barfield, and Barfield is going to be shy of the 1st down, and that's where we're going to end the 3rd quarter here. It is 27-17. Get those 4s up. Sacramento State 1 quarter away from getting their 9th win of the season here as we look at the top 25 rankings. Here, we don't see Sacramento State on there, but don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button as we get ready to start the 4th quarter right after this. Get ready to start the 4th quarter. Here we fast forward to 2nd and 10 now on the 45-yard line of Sacramento State here as we see Davion Godley. He's going to get a 5-yard rush there. 3rd and 5 now at midfield, I should say now, as we see the Hornets sign. As you see Conklin snapping the ball. Conklin under pressure. Conklin is going to eat the turf, where it looks like he will eat the turf, so now it will be a punt. As we see Hawaii taking over now, we fast forward to 3rd and 10 on this drive here. As you see, that pass is going to be complete over to Koa Eldridge here for 11 yards. That's a 1st down. 2 plays later on 2nd and 9, we see Alejandro's pass over to Alvis for 11 yards. That's complete. Next play, 1st and 10 for the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors. Snap taken. Alejandro, his pass is going to be complete over to Carson Brown, and Brown is going to get 8 yards there. 2nd and 2 right at midfield. For Hawaii, they're going to, no, that's Alejandro. That pass is going to be complete over to Uilata for 4 yards. Next play, 1st and 10 inside Hornets territory now. You see the snap taken. Alejandro back, and he is going to eat the turf. And who is it? It looked like it was Bailey again. 2 plays later, 3rd and 13 on the Hornets 49-yard line. Alejandro back to throw, and he's going to eat the turf once again. Xavier Williams with the hat trick. As we now have 4th and 22, they're going to go for it here. Alejandro's going to get the pass off, and that's going to be knocked away by Miles Turner. A turnover on downs. Very first play of the next drive, see David Godley. He's going to find a hole. Godley is going to get 18 yards there. 2 plays later on 2nd and 9. They're going to hand it off over to Jamar Curtis, and Curtis is going to get for 6 yards there. Sets up 3rd and 3 on the 17-yard line of Hawaii inside the red zone. They're going to hand it off over to Curtis. Curtis is going to find an open hole. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. A big touchdown for Jamar Curtis and the Hornets here. Their lead is up to 33-17 pending the extra point. And each score is going to get them closer to that 9th win of the season in their first year in the FBS level. Oh, this is in a season for the Hornets so far here, but there's still plenty of game to play here. Ensuing Hawaii possession here. They're going to hand it off over to Cam Barfield. And Barfield's only going to get 4 yards there. 2nd and 6 on the Hawaii 24-yard line. Snap taken. That screen pass over to Carson Brown. And that's going to be for 8 yards. That's going to be a 1st down for the Rainbow Warriors. Very next play, 1st and 10. Snap taken by Alejandro. Alejandro's going to get the pass off, and that's going to be complete to Carson Brown for 23 yards. Next play, or 2 plays later, 2nd and 10. Alejandro, pass is going to be complete over to Cam Barfield, and Barfield's going to get 15 yards. Next play, 1st and 10 for the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors. Snap taken. Alejandro, pass is going to be complete to Carson Brown. That's going to be for 5 yards. Very next play, 2nd and 5 now. It looks like it's going to be a passing play. However, nothing's open. As you can see, Alejandro, he's going to make a run for it, and he's going to get the 1st down. Right, 3 plays later, 3rd and 10 as we see Micah Alejandro. He's going to get the pass off. That's going to be complete, and that's going to be Nick Delgadillo for a 19-yard touchdown. So Hawaii will get a touchdown pass right out to answer Sacramento State's score. Still not out of the game yet, but they're at a point where they have to go for the onside kick, and that's going to be recovered by the Hornets. We fast forward to 2nd and 7 now on the next Hornets possession here. And that's going to be a handoff over to Davian Godley, and Godley is going to get 7 yards. Makes it 3rd and inches now. They're going to hand it off to Godley again for 3 yards. That's going to be a first down and a timeout called. 3 plays later, though, 3rd and 9 on the Hawaii 30-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Ronnie, and Ronnie is going to miss, going to end up not getting it, and they're going to have to settle for a still ball 47-yard field goal there, making it 37-24, and that's how the game is going to come to an end here. Sacramento State will hold on to win 37-24 here. They will get their 9th win of the season here as Carson Conklin, 212 yards, 80% completion percentage, and 1 touchdown pass. Hawaii dejected. They'll play in the bowl game. Most likely going to be playing home in the Hawaii Bowl at 6-6. While the Hornets still await their fate here. They still have a chance to play for the MAC championship.
Looking at the stats now, we got Carson Conklin, 20-25 for 212 yards, 80% completion with 1 touchdown pass, no interceptions. Jamar Curtis with 58 yards on 11 carries and a touchdown. Sincere Ronnie, 48 yards on 8 carries and a touchdown. We had Godley with 37 yards rushing on 7 carries, and we got Bryant Collins, who continues to show why he doesn't deserve to keep getting touches. 8 yards on 4 carries, but he had 1 fumble. And then we have Carson Conklin, minus 15 yards on 3 carries, but he was sacked, I think, 2 or 3 times. Landry Burrell, 105 yards receiving on 6 catches. Williams, 5 catches for 43 yards. Moses, 4 catches for 60 yards. Curtis, 2 catches for 11 yards. We have Coleman, had 1 catch for 3 yards for minus 3. And then we had Kuntz, 1 catch for 1 yard for a touchdown. And Ronnie with minus 5 yards on 1 catch. Pancakes, Safoya, 5 pancakes, and we have Frazier and Williams with 4 pancakes. Blank with 3 pancakes. Hector, 2 pancakes, and we had Thompson and Summers with 1 pancake each, but they also allowed a sack, as well as Stallworth with just 1 pancake. Defensive side, we have Bugsy Silvera had 12 total tackles, 1 TFL, and interception. Miles Tucker had an interception as well along with 9 tackles. Rocha, 10 tackles and a sack. Ryan Carthion had a tackle for a loss, but he also had a blocked field goal earlier in the game for a touchdown, or returned a blocked field goal for a touchdown. Xavier Williams had a hat trick in sacks with 3. As we keep going down the list here, Miles Bailey, 2 total tackles, 2 TFLs, 1.5 sacks in the game. And Zay Adams, as well as Will Weber, had a sack in the game. And then we go to kicking here. Still ball, 3 of 3 field goals and 4 of 4 with extra points. Followed by Wyatt kind of a drag. 4 punts for 190 yards and 156 net yards. 2 of them inside the 20, including 1 that landed outside in the 1-yard line and a touchback. Xavier Williams with the single season sack record for Sacramento State. As you can see here, with Xavier Williams for this season, 17 sacks. And we still have at least a bowl game, maybe even a conference championship game to play for this season here. So he's probably not done yet. He could probably reach 20 if all things considered. And despite beating Eastern Michigan in week 0, however, they did win their final game, as well as Western Michigan lost their final game, which set up a 3-way tie. And unfortunately for the Hornets, they ended up falling short in that 3-way tie procedure here. And it's going to be Western Michigan and Eastern Michigan in the MAC championship game. And the slate for the conference championship games we have for Conference USA: Delaware, Jacksonville State. For the Pac-12, Fresno State and Boise State. No surprise there, I think. And then we have UNLV and North Dakota State in the Mountain West for season number 1 for North Dakota State. Virginia and Miami in the ACC. BYU and Texas Tech for the Big 12. Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan, aforementioned here for the Mid-American Conference Championship. Then we got JMU and Arkansas State for the Sun Belt. Florida Atlantic and Memphis for the American Championship, followed by Missouri and Oklahoma for the SEC. And then in the Big Ten Championship, we have UCLA and Nebraska. And now we look at the college football playoff bracket projection, actually as of conference championship week here. We have number 1 Oklahoma, UCLA at 2, Miami at 3, Texas Tech at 4. Those are your quarterfinal bye teams. And now we got the first round here. We got USC at Nebraska, who faces UCLA in the Big Ten championship game, followed by number 9 LSU at number 8 Georgia, number 11 Missouri at number 6 Ole Miss, followed by number 10 Virginia at number 7 Memphis. So a group of 6 team projected to host a playoff game. So if Memphis wins the American Championship, they'll host the playoff game. And coming up in our bowl projection, Sacramento State projected to play in the Cure Bowl against Delaware, who's currently in a midst of playing for a conference championship game themselves in the CUSA championship game. As we look at the conference championship games now, see how they turned out. Delaware wins the CUSA championship game 38-16 over Jacksonville State. Boise State wins the first conference championship game in the new iteration of the Pac-12, 36-14 over Fresno State. They had a good rivalry even during the Mountain West days. UNLV, it had to take until Boise State left the Mountain West for them to win a conference championship 21-13 over newcomer North Dakota State. Miami 24-14 winners over Virginia in the ACC championship game. BYU avenges last year's Big 12 championship game. They win 31-17 over Texas Tech. Western Michigan, a 33-14 winners over Eastern Michigan in the Mid-American Conference championship game. James Madison fails to make a bid to make it back-to-back Sun Belt championships as Arkansas State demolishes the Dukes 40-14. Memphis 45-14 over Florida Atlantic. I think it's safe to say they're going to host a college football playoff game as a group of 6 member. Missouri knocks off Oklahoma 34-32. Oklahoma was ranked number 1 going into that game. And now Missouri ends up winning the SEC by 2 points. And UCLA over Nebraska demolishes Nebraska 33-13. It looks like they're going to be the number 1 seed in the college football playoff for 2026. In this universe, at least.
And your Heisman Trophy winner will be John Mateer from Oklahoma.
And now we have a little bit of a postseason award here as we have defensive coordinator Adam Clark for Sacramento State will win the Broyles Award for Coordinator of the Year. And you know what? He had a great pass rush, and his team were a bunch of ball hawks as well, forcing a lot of turnovers and getting to the quarterback a lot. So it is well deserved. In season number 1, Adam Clark will win the Broyles Award. And with that, we see a nationally ranked Sacramento State team, number 25, taking on the Conference USA champion Delaware Blue Hens in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl in Orlando, Florida. So that is the bowl game the Hornets will be playing in with a chance to get double-digit wins in their first season in FBS. Last but not least, we look at the recruiting here, and most of these are now hard commits here. As you can see, they're signed. We have a couple of three-star players, Harlan Bragg, and then we have Keenan Duggins, followed by the fullback Soma Anatolo, the full 2-star fullback, as well as Eric Bello. The rest of them are 1-star prospects, and Marvin Poindexter, the quarterback, Eric Lockett, the left edge, Raheem Payne, the 1-star Will, D'Angelo Pitts, the 1-star Mike, John Paredes, the 1-star left guard, Gideon Knight, the 1-star right guard, Santiago Mondrano, 1-star left edge, and we have George Ozuma, the 1-star Sam, followed by John Eddy, the 1-star Will, Jason Costello, the other 1-star quarterback, the 1-star Will, Don Edmond, the local kid from Carmichael, California, followed by Tony James, 1-star left tackle, Sam, 1-star Sam Jimmy Vizcaino, Christian Jowers, a 1-star cornerback, and then we have our third quarterback in the recruiting class, Legend Moffitt, followed by Demetrius Semple, I should say, the 1-star left edge, Lester Bardo, the 1-star Mike, Carl Muhammad, the 1-star Mike as well, followed by Femi Ochi, 1-star cornerback, Mateo Ruiz, another 1-star cornerback, and then J.R. Burns, the 1-star free safety. They are signed with the Hornets. Then we still have players who have yet to commit, give us even a verbal commit, and that is Orlando Lenove, the 2-star left tackle, and then we have another 2-star left guard, and Nathan Melvin, followed by Noah Hicks, the 1-star Sam out of Tucson, Arizona. If you look at it right now, we have the second best Mid-American class going into the bowl season here for recruiting class in the Mid-American Conference, followed by the 92nd best recruiting class across the whole country. I think that's a big goal, is to try to get a top 100 recruiting class in our first season here in this FBS level.
In our next video will be the conclusion of season number 1 for sure, and that will be the StaffDNA.com Cure Bowl, where the Sacramento State Hornets will take on the Delaware Blue Hens. The Hornets have a chance to get a 10-win season in their first year in FBS, at least in my dynasty here. It will be the Hornets and the Blue Hens from the Cure Bowl in Orlando, Florida. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like button. Comment on this video, and if you haven't done so yet and you enjoy this content and want to see more Hornets Dynasty as well as my future Madden franchise, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And also in the description down below will be a link to my Cash App if you're able to support me financially, as well as where you can find me on X and Instagram. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.